guys, how's it going? Maury here. Hey, just wanted to do part two of PTSD, um, and just wanted to talk about anger and how many of us really deal with anger. How many of us who come back from overseas deal with a lot of the issues that are going on. The biggest issue is that you guys need to understand that when we come back from such a hectic environment, that we have a tendency of being a bit weird when we get home and it's all nice and quiet, and you just happen to deal with everyday issues in life, from us driving to going to the supermarket or going to a restaurant. A lot of us don't like big crowds, don't like big noises, and we have a tendency of using anger as a way for us to express ourselves, because there's times where we cannot really say what we feel because it affects us so much. But I do want to tell you guys that I think a lot of us are trying very hard to deal with our anger issues. A lot of us are doing everything we can to prevent us from just being a monster. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about a story that happened with my kids and I. I have great kids, guys. I mean, God has given me some awesome kids. They all do real good in school. They're good kids. I've never had any issues with my daughters. But when I came back from my last deployment, I was really taken back in how strong they were, and how much I admired them for what happened. But now when I came back from my deployment, I was really just a monster. I couldn't. If they would do something that it wasn't to my liking, I would just go off on them for no reason. I started treating them like I would treat my soldiers, and it came to a point that they all decided to talk to me, and it was kind of like it's heartbreaking, because it was in my room watching TV, and here they come in and they're all got their heads down, and they're crying, and I'm like, I couldn't understand why they were crying. And they all kind of had their heads down, kind of crying, and I was like, of course I was like, what's going on? And of course the oldest is the one that spoke for the group, and she said, Dad, I'm tired of the way you're treating us. I'm tired of the way you're always yelling at us. I'm tired of how you are with us. And it was really hard for me to deal with that, because I've never had my kids actually tell me that they don't like the way I treat them or the way I make them feel. And it really made me feel that my anger issues were taking the best of my life. So since then, I've been getting therapy. I use so many therapists, so many types of therapy, and to be honest with you, the only thing that's ever worked for me is going to the vet center. And the only reason why I bring up the vet center is because most of those counselors in there, most of the psychologists in there are combat vets. These guys have all been in the same situation as you have. I've had counselors who are, former special forces. I've had guys that are former Marines, former Army Rangers, and they're all great because they can relate to what you're going through. And to be honest with you, that is the only, that's the only type of therapy that I've been able to actually help me. So to all of my veterans out there who are watching this, and for their family members who are watching this, you guys are not alone, man. All of us have anger issues. All of us just, to be honest with you, we have a hard time expressing ourselves, and it's kind of hard to explain that to somebody who's a civilian, who's never been in combat, who's never gone through the stuff that we've been through. So my biggest thing is for all the family members. If your soldier is not getting you the help that you need, go out there and reach it for him. Go out there and help him, because I'm going to tell you something. We are having such major issues with divorces and all that stuff. So do what you guys think is best for everybody, okay, guys? So take care of yourselves, and like always, God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and I'm out.